looks. So, bro, without further ado, Daniel better go easy on me, because I'm not going to go easy on Daniel. Okay.
Are we going for highest score or last longest?
I said highest score, man. Oh, wait, I got such a big jump.
That is unfair. My monkey is not jumping.
Yeah. I think the cool thing about this game is that it gives you the option to play with arrows or to play with, like, the motion.
Exactly.
Oh, let's do this game.
Ah, it's excellent. We've been running competitions throughout the whole day with it. Ah, okay, I died.
I'm trying here. I'm trying. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a bat. What's the bat? Don't get the bats.
All right, what's the score?
Okay, I got 4. Okay, wow. Hold on. I restarted. I got 4 bananas and 400. You got 11, 5,225. Bro, one more time.
Run it back,
Run it back. Let's go. Oh, bro. I'm taking this one. I'm taking this one, cuz when we look at this game and we've kind of jumped in it, we've experienced it, you know, it's got the motion, it's got the graphics, it's quite a linear experience, but it's one of those games that you kind of want to keep playing, jump in again. It's addictive, exactly. And I think Oppo, what they've done is they've built such an incredible device that is still sleek, beautiful in design, but simple in its application that anyone can pick it up and do what they got to do with it. And do you feel like this type of mobile game is one of those games that literally anyone can pick up, jump into?
Any age can play this game.
Monkey, banana, jump on Kaboom Games. Man, well, you heard it just first from Daniel. This is us at VS Gaming Weekly. This is Oppo, and we will see you in the next one.
Man, Oppo's phones are next level for gaming. And like, I need an Oppo device. Oppo, if you want me to compete for a device, please, I would love that opportunity.
I will shy it. Wow. While she does that, we have a very talented actress. You've seen her shine in various roles. She's one of South Africa's rising stars, bringing fire to every role. And I'm pretty sure she's about to burn some rubber. Please give it up for Sikelela Vuyeleni. Welcome. Good to see you. Hello.
What's up?
How are you? Have a
Good,
seat.
thanks.
Please grab a seat. I want to go straight into it.
All right.
Okay, you've been in various roles. I need to know, how do you get into the mindset of each and every role?
I've come to write letters to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like figure out who they are, and while I'm writing that letter, I'm getting into that character, their mind, and we sort of become one.
Okay.
You know, and it just, the magic from there just happens on its own.
I love it.
Yeah.
So your portfolio is pretty diverse. You've explored quite a few roles. What role is, what are you looking forward to jump in next in your career?
Does that give it away?
What girl?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to get into action. Something.
Hero,
Yeah.
stunts and everything.
Something, yeah.
Would you do your own stunts?
Maybe half.
Half, no.
Yeah.
As long as you name insurance,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm one of your many Instagram followers. I know you have a massive community of people. How important is it for you to have that community in your career?
I think for me, it breaks the fourth wall, right? Because we are always on the other side. They don't really know who we are, and that gives me an opportunity for like a human to human, you know, kind of thing. And I like that because it's me feel like I'm with you, you know, we're together. I don't think I'm there. We're here, you know. Yeah, I think it's pretty dope.
I love that.
Now, entertainment industry is pretty intense. Unzima. But you know what's even more nzima?
Hey, tell me.
Our racing rig over there. Can you drive? You want to drive my license?
Listen, I've been told I can drive.
Okay,
Yeah. So, yeah, as Carl.
You believe in yourself?
You know what? They believe in me, so I believe in myself.
Okay, have you ever driven? You've done gaming with driving games?
No.
Never?
No.
Amazing. That's perfect. That's what I want to hear.
Gala.
Shall we take it away?
Let's get it. Okay.
Come through, please. Right now, you're sitting in our racing rig, premium racing rig, okay? We have all our celebrities come on here, and the aim is to get the fastest time in one lap. As you can see, last season, some of the names are still here. Namely, Maywan is here, and obviously you can see that beautiful name over there. George isn't here because unfortunately, his name is all the way down there. Do you feel like you're gonna beat us, or you're gonna start adding names?
Hey, man. Let's get it.
That's all I need to
That's what I
hear.
have to do.
Let's do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. First turn is a left turn. Oh, she's going a bit sharp. It's fine. Sometimes we like to say here on VS Gaming Weekly that you need to cut the grass. There we go.
Let's get it.
Racing line is the yellow line.
Nice.
Amazing. Perfection. Now you just stay on it. When you get to the red lines, that means you need to start slowing down.
All right.
Amazing. If you drive like this in real life, then you sort it.
I'm from Cape Town, you know, and we do a lot of spinning situations there, so be very
yes.
careful, my brother.
Oh,
It's my
yes.
people. There's no fast slowing here, okay?
Cape Town.
We are Cape Townians through and through. And you can see here, this is N2 driving.
But the best
Yay.
drivers are Joburg drivers.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
there's no,
Because of what CBD?
yeah. Like,
Oh, what?
if you can drive in Joburg, you can drive anywhere.
Here we go. We've got another turn coming up. You're doing very, very well.
Yeah. Almost as good as me.
Especially considering it's your first time
Yeah.
driving on a wheel like this.
Okay.
Oh
You
no,
guys-
she's cooking, George.
You guys are distracting me.
She's cooking. Okay.
For the pie.
Salumise,
Sorry,
Baba Light,
I'm
20
not
rand.
trying to join you, George. Thanks. So
Six,
bestie.
you have a license in real life?
Wow. I'm not sure what that is.
Bye.
I do actually.
Oh, you do?
I've even had to like renew it.
Redo it.
Yeah.
Oh, renew it.
You've
I
been driving
did.
for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, no
What are you
good.
I
doing
just
well?
did the actual right, eh?
That is your lap. What is
Is
the time
it?
that you got there?
Oh, no.
You got Brika Siswam?
Okay.
Solo Brika Siswam?
Okay.
2 minutes.
2:39.871. That's not bad at
Where was
all.
he?
How do you feel about your drive?
You know what? If I could see George's name there, I would feel a bit weird, but I think I'm feeling really good about myself.
Okay, no, I can promise you that George's name will be below yours.
At this point,
So I guess it's
you
60
are
to
the
you right
standard
now.
of
Did you hear that?
failure.
No.
Oh, thank you. I love a good fight. 6, thank you very much, but I do think you have one more lap in you. Do you want to take it away?
Let's get it.
Please go for it. George, I cannot believe we've come to the end of the episode so quickly. We checked out some amazing stuff, guys. Gaming news, eJustKey Grand Finals, Oppo phones, and a whole lot of fun with our amazing guest, Usikelelo.
And yeah, Bafetu, that's just the beginning. We've got so much more coming your way this season, so make sure that you are locked in.
Yeah, let us know what you enjoyed most about today's episode, and don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel for the full Talking VS episode.
Don't forget to follow us on social media at VS Gaming World for the latest updates. Until next time, sharp, sharp.
Goodbye, guys. She was driving, eh? She did that. I think what she fourth place? I think.
Please out.
We have company. At the age of 14, I was courted by my 42-year-old uncle.
They escaped the grip of darkness. They were born into a life where fear was the only rule, but the past truly never lets go.
Suzette left the FLDS group years ago with all of her children except for 2.
But the cult's grip is still strong.
They were so ingrained in the religion that Suzette was afraid if she told them she was leaving, they would have turned her into the bishop's office.
And it will stop at nothing to silence them.
Do we know what vehicle?
There's a car coming.
They don't really carry guns, do they?
Some do.
They've survived the unthinkable, and now they're saving lives.
Stay with them, stay with them, stay with them.
Go.
What the hell, man?
Escaping polygamy, Mondays at 7 on 2.
SABC Sport brings you Soweto Derby.
Kodwa manje nginike phakathi kwe-Kaizer Chiefs ne-Pirates. Kudala kade siliqongqoza. Chiefs zakudala kade sizikhwahla. We're gonna eat those chips. Those are our bones to crush. We're gonna crush them to ashes. Up the bugs. Kosi for life.
We're in charge. We're fearless. We're not confused. We're consummation. Watch Chiefs versus Pirates on SABC Sport for the love of the game. It's Chiefs versus Pirates this Saturday on SABC 1, SABC Plus, brought to you by SABC Sport for the love of the game.
Meet the murder detectives.
When you got an assignment, that was our job, to bring the person into custody if any way possible.
A mind-boggling look into puzzling murder cases, revealing never-before-seen evidence that changed the course of the investigation.
It's up to the police.
If anybody thinks you get used to homicide, you never get used to homicide.
To track down the killer and bring them to justice.
My career, this will always be the single most violent crime against a family. It's everybody's worst nightmare.
How I Caught the Killer, Saturday, 9:30 on 2.
South Africa's future champions are stepping up and showing off their skills.
This is Goats Like Us, and I'm your host, Riyama Chief, and as always,
Catch the next generation of sporting goats as they push their limits and inspire us all.
I was training every single day. We have self-discipline.
Goats Like Us, where the future stars of Mzansi rise. I am a goat.
I am a goat. I'm a goat. I'm a goat because I make a difference in the game.
Catch Goats Like Us every Friday on SABC 1 at 3 p.m. Also available everywhere for everyone, always on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
This February, we don't want to talk about romance. Let's rather talk about passion.
I'm the party pooper.
Two awkward teens share the same passions while navigating their first romance and their future. Arnie plays a no-nonsense cop who discovers that he has a passion for teaching the little ones. A young boy with a passion for cooking tries to find the ideal recipe to break down cultural barriers.
Did you know that every ingredient you use is originally from...
I already said that to them.
Three aspiring musicians have a passion to make it big, despite a tough industry that threatens to tear them apart.
I love you.
And I love you, Josie.
And I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
If you have a passion for great entertainment, join SABC 2 this February, every Saturday at 4.
So when you're learning a new skill, some really amazing stuff happens. The lawyers here won't let me mention this guy's name, but we all know the very famous basketball player who dreamed of playing Major League Baseball. He never made it. Speaking of dreams, another famous guy whose name rhymes with go thought he could play football and baseball at the highest level. Apparently he couldn't, at least not for long. So, what makes this guy here think he can switch sports? My best guess? He wants to find out for himself whether he can take the skills that make him great in one sport and move them cross town to another. So he's found a new challenge. Or at the very least, a glorious disaster.
Yeah, watch it. Got the verse on the track. Mic check, check 1, 2. If it ain't a check a text, that's all I'm gon' do. Mic check 1, 2. If you ain't talking dollars, I can't understand you.
No one wants to hear a story about losers, right? This, friends, is the face of a winner. Drew Carl Lewis Bezanson, professional BMX rider.
Your triple extension champion for the second year in a row.
Drew Bezanson gonna be a problem in the BMX. You're 4-time triple extension champion, Drew Bezanson.
You know, one of the biggest challenges is you've set this incredibly huge goal. You've dedicated your life, years and years and years of training. You've made massive sacrifices. You go to a competition, you absolutely crush it, and you reach your goal. Now what? For Drew here,
That goal was pretty simple. Stack a bunch of containers up in your backyard and go bigger than pretty much anyone before him had gone on 20-inch wheels.
I saw the stars right from the start.
The response when Uncontainable came out was pretty crazy, especially from not just the BMX world, but from like the mountain bike world. I definitely rode similar features that they ride on their slope courses, but I was doing it on a much smaller bike, so. Some of the contest organizers in the mountain bike world reached out to me and said, hey, like, you know, you ever thought about riding some of our events? You're riding big enough stuff.
Everybody ready?
Definitely for like a couple days after I finished the project, like I had that feeling of contentment. And it's like, it doesn't come very often. Man, like it was definitely a feeling I've never felt before.
That can be one of the most devastating moments of an athlete's career because, like anything in life, once you have something, it's no longer that meaningful. So if BMX is the old forgotten doll in this analogy, Red Bull Joyride is the bright, shiny new object.
Joyride is like combining the energy you have at a packed stadium at a supercross race and then mixing it into a mountain bike contest. The whole energy all the way down the hill is intense, like it's insane. Usually at most contests, you can block out what's going on around you and you can solely focus on what you have to do in front of you. But I mean, at Joyride, like, you just can't. It's just like a roaring river on either side of the course.
If BMX is too cool and freestyle motocross is too hot, mountain bike slopestyle is just right. And when it comes to Joyride, podium contenders Thomas Janan, Nikolai Rogakin, Brandon Semenuk pay their bills by combining the technicality of BMX tricks with the size of FMX.
I don't like to use like, oh, this is impossible. I don't want to limit myself. You know what? Maybe on this day it's impossible, but if you work towards it, like you can make the impossible possible. Someone will watch my edits now and they're like, you're crazy, you're nuts.
Nuts.
They're just seeing like the finished product. They're not seeing the last 20 years of riding a bicycle, and I've always just slowly worked my way up.
Okay, let's summarize. Different courses, different competitors, different bikes.
Man, when the boxes showed up, I haven't been that excited to build a bike in a really long time.
They might both have two wheels, but that's where the similarities pretty much end between these kissing cousins of the bicycle world.
It was a whole different world now because I've never had my own mountain bike where I had to learn to set it up to my personal preferences, and honestly, I didn't have a personal preference. I kind of had to fast-track this.
Different tires plus different geometries equals a very different instrument for fun.
Got a mojo hand, got a black bone. Keep you where you're rolling stone. It's you.
The BMX bike's rigid, it's pretty straightforward, but with the mountain bike, there's so much more that goes into it. The biggest part was like, how much PSI do you put in your front and back suspension? Definitely just gonna add a little bit and see if it helps with the pump a bit. Already feels way better. When I talk about pumping, it's when you land into a transition and you press down into the transition to help you speed up and keep your flow going out of the landing. If you pump like you go as hard as you do on a BMX bike, you almost go slower. Like it's almost less is more when you're working with suspension.
Joyride might be the end goal here, but the path to that destination actually starts on the other side of the planet. In a sweet little slice of MTV paradise called Rotorua, New Zealand.
I had the opportunity to go to Rotorua to watch Crankworx in the flesh. You know, it was just me going as a fan, getting to digest and really watch the contest and kind of figure out what I need to do to be competitive with these guys and you know, go home and do my homework after that.
Crankworx Rotorua. Strap it and ready yourselves. The show begins. Court 724's been stopped! Whoa! Opposite tail on the cannon. Double tail straight to the middle of the bread reader.
Oh my goodness. Obviously with BMX, like I've been able to win contests. Like I want to come in and do the same thing in mountain biking. I want to do it the legit way. I want to qualify in. So at the end of the day, no one can be like, oh, well, he just was able to ride these contests because he rides for Red Bull. I wanted them to respect the path I took to riding these contests with the guys.
Okay, pay attention now. If you ever want to qualify for Joyride, you'll have to do this.
Okay, so if you want to get yourself into Joyride, you got to come to a goal and get a wild card. But it ain't going to be easy because you got to beat all the guys that aren't already pre-qualified for the Joyride contest. Good luck.
If you get past the goal level events, the next one will be Diamond, Crankworx DJ.
See where this is going? Diamonds are better than gold. Got it so far? Good.
Les meilleurs riders sont déjà au jet, et en plus de ça, les meilleurs des meilleurs sont déjà qualifiés pour la Joyride.
Kind of like the Masters in golf. Complicated, I know.
So all you gotta do in Leger is do a banger on each jump, land everything perfect, and get the most FMV points possible. Your magic number is 1150.
And there you go, you just earned yourself a ticket to the sickest competition in mountain bike, Rebel Joyride. Easy, right?
Hurry!
Take these out.
We have company. At the age of 14, I was courted by my 42-year-old uncle.
They escaped the grip of darkness. They were born into a life where fear was the only rule. But the past truly never lets go.
Suzette left the FLDS group years ago with all of her children except for 2.
But the cult's grip is still strong.
They were so ingrained in the religion that Suzette was afraid if she told them she was leaving, they would have turned her into the bishop's office.
And it will stop at nothing to silence them.
Do you know what vehicle?
There's a car coming.
They don't really carry guns, do they?
Some do.
They've survived the unthinkable, and now they're saving lives.
Stay with them, stay with them, stay with them.
Go, go, go. What the hell, man?
Escaping polygamy. Mondays at 7 on 2.
SABC Sport is bringing boxing back. Tune in for all the hard-hitting action, spectacular venues, and thrilling entertainment. It's all the boxing you need as the heavyweights go bout for bout and pound for pound. When the bell rings, it's all about the jabs and hooks, world-class commentary, and coverage from all angles. Be sure to be part of the thrilling action as we bring you the best of the best. We're bringing you all the fighting and all the excitement. Catch all the action on SABC Sport. For the love of the game.
South Africa's future champions are stepping up and showing off their skills.
This is Goats Like Us, and I'm your host, Riyama Chip, and as always, Riyabapala.
Catch the next generation of sporting goats as they push their limits and inspire us all.
I was training every single day. You have some discipline.
Goats Like Us, where the future stars of Mzansi rise. I am a goat.
I am a god.
I'm a goat.
I'm a god because I make a difference in the game.
Catch Goats Like Us every Friday on SABC 1 at 3 p.m. Also available everywhere for everyone, always on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
Is there run touch bottom or just go?
Might just watch one.
Yep.
It's pretty chill. We're at the top of the slopestyle course. Just gonna follow Connor down. First run through, it's nice to be able to follow somebody who's ridden the course. Hopefully make it down to the bottom in a couple tries and then start getting comfortable on it. Man, that was awesome. I was so sketchy, but with these things, it doesn't even matter.
Right now, I'm kind of trying to hold myself back because I know there's tricks that feel different on this than the BMX bike.
And what I want to do is I want to do it safely. I don't want to just find out in the middle of one of these jumps that, oh, this is the trick that doesn't feel like it does on a BMX bike and get hurt before I even get started. So, yeah, I'm just going to try to do it safely, find a big good mulch jump or a resi, and just kind of start ticking them off. And try to be ready for the first event.
Sure, you can train on foam pits and resi ramps, but like your mom warned you about, when it comes to doing technical tricks over big jumps, if you do it long enough, you're gonna get hurt. You're probably wondering what we're doing in this warehouse, right? Dramatic music? Check. Flashbacks of Crankworx Rotorua rushing through Drew's memory banks? Sure, why not? So here's the deal. Joyride 150 here is like Mr. Bazansen's secret lair. It's the place where perfect practice makes perfect.
Using the foam pit is key because of how fast I have to learn the stuff. If I was going to, like, all right, you know what, I'm going to do it old-fashioned, I'm just going to huck it on a normal jump, like, we wouldn't be sitting here doing this interview. I don't want to date myself, but when I grew up, I didn't have access to a foam pit or resi, so I wasn't able to learn as quickly or as easily or as safely. I remember the first time I learned bar spins, it was terrifying because I learned it over a dirt double. Like, I threw it, didn't even touch the bars, and like, you slam. You go down really hard. The times have changed.
Times have indeed changed, and to be competitive in a slopestyle comp like Joyride, you need a bag full of the freshest organically grown tricks in the shop.
When we learn a new skill, it's pretty interesting because it involves almost every aspect of your physiology.
The first couple times that you do it, it's almost like your brain is trying to communicate with your body.
This is really hard to do without cursing.
Send information down through your spinal cord, out into your muscles. Your muscles are trying to execute,
And it's a big, jumbled mess.
But it ain't all foam pits and resi ramps. Eventually, drive and determination mean you've got to take your tricks to dirt. And crashing on dirt can be a great way to get broken off.
How'd you do it?
taking a jump, but I landed sideways.
Yeah, I can see.
Welcome everyone to the 2016 Swatch Rocket Air. We are live here in the jungle of Thun, Switzerland. Unfortunately, Drew was training with Yannick Ranieri, ended up dislocating his shoulder.
This is never where you want to be as a rider. Especially this was going to be my mountain bike debut, kind of like the first time like the world kind of gets to see Drew ride a mountain bike, and I was really looking forward to it.
Why does this always have to happen to me? Some guys never get hurt.
As you practice the skill, as you get more experience with the skill, the brain figures out a better way to communicate with the muscles. And you get more and more and more efficient. That's why when you see a master executing a skill, it looks like so easy. It's because there's no extra movement whatsoever.
An injury may have Drew pressing pause on the qualification process, but in mountain bike slopestyle, it sure doesn't make him unique.
I've been decently lucky with injuries, you know, knock on wood. I had a few leg breaks, and then I had a super gnarly injury where I ruptured my spleen and was 8 months off the bike. You know, there's guys with lists of over 20 bone breaks, and, you know, they